Alrighty, I think we're pretty much set to begin. So, anyways, sorry about the delay, guys. Hey there, NovelistCrim here, and welcome to Writing Company and Motivation. This is a stream hosted by the Crimsdale writing community, a community full of writers, editors, artists, and a bunch of other wonderful folk like yourselves. Essentially, what this is, it's an accountability stream where we get together and we do some writing. I kind of show up here, I do my thing, kind of like write a journal entry, discuss a little bit about it, any type of challenges that we're dealing with writing, we kind of talk about a little bit, kind of open the floor a little bit to some questions. So if you want to like, bounce ideas off each other and maybe like think, you can certainly do that. And yeah, then we kind of just move on to doing some writing. Where we kind of just like listen, enjoy the music, and chill in sort of like a writing jam. Now, let's take a look. Kinda. It's gonna be like any challenge that I'm facing like while I'm writing, or like things that I'm like getting tripped up on. I'd like to discuss and talk a little bit about what's going through my head. So let's go ahead and dive into that. So, I guess in terms of the journal, just to start things off in chronological order. So I'm doing all right in terms of, it being May 11th, 2022. The days have been beautiful recently. Really excited to do some work maybe on the deck and try to see if I can start up a garden or something. It's kind of cute. I've refilled the water for the birds. And it's kind of funny. I had one come over today, and it like walked all the way up to the glass and then just kind of like tilted its head and looked at me, which was really cool. And then it walked off, and instead of drinking from the little dish that I set out, it sat in it and took a bath, which was fun. And then decided to like fluff up its feathers, kind of like I guess pick around through it. And then I guess it trusted me enough to like get underneath the chair and lay down for a nap for like an hour or two. It's pretty cool. It's very cute to have like a little companion nearby, Work days are super quiet, and it's not a lot of, activity and things going on. But having the little bird there is so cute. It's adorable. I took a couple of pictures of it. I'll probably post it up later on the Discord. Aside from that, though, been having a little bit of struggles with ADHD. That's never been too much of a problem because I manage it through medication. Although recently, like we had a back order on prescriptions, so like I haven't been able to get any, and it has been hard to work. Mostly because like I can hyper focus on the things that I really love and enjoy. I can't when it's like work, because it's like I don't care, So it's been like super difficult to like buckle down and try to like get yourself to sit down and like just get this stuff done, just get it done. You feel like you want to wander anywhere, like walk away, go outside, eat something, anything to just not do. And at least with the medication, it makes it a little bit easier to like sit down and do tasks. But one of the things that did pop up though was it kind of was a reminder of like how to have fun. I haven't felt this happy and this like enthusiastic in a really long time, because the yeah, I know, right? I feel you there, Justin. I haven't been this happy and enthusiastic in a long while. I think the ADD medication kind of like numbs a lot of your emotions and kind of brings things down to a level where it's like it's more even, But like, man, I was bouncing off the walls, like of course off stream. I don't do that like in front of camera, but like just oh man, so hard to focus. And it's like the only way I could get myself to actually like do work is to sit there, blast music on my headphones. It had to be directly on my head, and then just freaking dance while I worked. Just dance, just go into it, just go through the content. Don't even think about it. Just go, move fast. In order, and I did get like a lot of stuff done in like, the last 2 hours of work. I probably made up for all the lost time at an incredible rate, but I would prefer something a little bit more stable if I can. So I'm waiting for I'll probably get the medication tomorrow if I'm lucky, and then we can kind of like move on from there. That'll be good. In terms of heightens your anxiety, yeah, I can see how it increases like paranoia, anxiety, and all that stuff. Because you start like, you get antsy if you're not doing like a thing. I think that's the worst thing of it all, because like, Adderall is pretty helpful like when you're trying to do something, but it's like if you're not doing anything and you're just trying to relax and be idle, and that's where it starts to kill you, because it's like, I should be doing something, I need to do a task, yeah. So I feel that. Aside from that though, one of the challenges I've been facing with writing is that, let's see. So it kind of goes back to like killing your darlings. And those of you who are new to that concept, it's like, it doesn't really mean like, killing your characters off. What it means is like, killing off the scenes that you really, really like, that are not serving your story or like holding things up. I had this idea for Kalen to have like, an interesting new power being showcased in this like one scene. And I don't even know if this is a power that I want him to have fully yet, but like when I wrote it at the time, it felt really emotionally charged and good. And I just really liked it, like, this could be cool, right? But then like as I edit and move and like, come back to the scene again, all of a sudden it's disjointed, because this part, it's almost like redesigning the first portion and then trying to like, trying to fit a puzzle piece that doesn't fit, that no longer fits. So I think that's what happened. And it's like, you want to keep that piece because like, it's like, well, I felt that emotion, I felt good about it. And really, if it doesn't fit anymore and it's not serving you and you're trying to shoehorn in it, shoehorn it into the story, perhaps you shouldn't. Again, I kind of give this idea that like sometimes when you're struggling with something, especially something that you've written, it's not necessarily a challenge to try to make it work. You can certainly do that and you can spend time to try to make it work, but like there's always a different way to like approach something, and at the end of the day you got to keep your eye on the big picture, which is get the story done. Look at it from a storyteller's perspective, not a writer's perspective. And what I mean by writer's perspective, it's like you're trying to write the scene and make that one chunk nice, which is fine, but like if you want to complete something, you have to take a way big step back and be like, okay, what do I need to do in order to tell an entertaining story and move the story along? Like, is this necessary for me to have it here? And you just make decisions from there. Let's see. The also another thing that I was kind of doing a little bit with writing was like I had ideas for these characters to be like a little bit more bombastic and such, and like stand out more. But with the way that the scene went, it again focused on the main character, and I was reminded that the scene wasn't, the scene is about the main character and his new use of this power that he's been like, developing. This is the first time the readers are able to really like delve deep into the magic system. And to introduce a character that's a little bit like, in your face or bombastic or new, it kind of feels like a half-baked attempt at trying to do something like that. So it's like you got to really pick what. So in that case, like I decided to cut the, because this character is like kind of brand new, came off the top of my dome. So there's no real investment for this character. There's no important role for him. I just thought it'd be cool to have like somebody to talk to while you're in the prisons. But like so knowing that, my decision was, okay, let's pull it back, cut down, make this character a little bit more muted so we can focus on that one task, which is this is the showcase of Kaylin's power. Do that. And I feel like that probably like made things a little bit more successful. And then going like toward the end of the chapter where I left off, getting rid of that chunk that I was like really attached to, and then just like removing it so that it's like, I really wanted to show this new power, and I really wanted to make like a character moment like here, so more introspection. But again, the character has done way too much introspection, so it's like it didn't fit the pacing. So there was a pacing issue, there was a character issue, and there was like a shoehorning issue. So I'm like, all right, okay, so what do we do? So I decided to just go with dialogue and then just push the story forward, and then make it so that it's more neutral, and then like include the prisoner that they were talking to, but still keep it muted. So that's kind of like where we left off. I know that doesn't make much sense without knowing about the story, or like what's it called, working, like being able to see like the work in front of you. But I'm just showing you like a thought process of like how to like, I guess like like methods of thinking, like when you're trying to like accomplish your own work, you know what I mean? And hopefully that's like useful in some way or another. Not sure, but I'm here to ramble, entertain you a little bit. I'd say I learned plotting I think I'd learned plotting through like a lot, reading like a lot of different material. It's like it wasn't just one like book or one specific like advice thing that like really helped. Like it's kind of just expanding your knowledge to like other like sources. Like I've read Lisa Cron, Jessica Brody, I've watched Brandon Sanderson, I've read Jim Butcher, I've read Deborah Chester, Lisa Cron, I think. I don't know if I mentioned her before. Yeah, there's all sorts of like people. Anne Lamont. There's like a lot of people, different types of books that had like help knowledge about like how to write, and the process of, and trying to like overcome like certain challenges, certain things for certain situations, which is kind of nice. So when you like piece all those things together, and the different methodologies, like even looking at Jason, I can't remember his name. It was like Jay Campbell's the Monomyth, and also like seeing Dan Harmon's take on that one as well. There's all sorts of different ways of like approaching plot, and I found that like you can kind of just like piecemeal and make your own stuff almost. Just by like finding what works for you in your style, and what feels like, when you look at a story, does it make sense? Does it feel right? And it's that type of like that feeling that you're looking for when you're trying to like go through, and when you like piece together the story, you're like, ah, yeah, that works. I would assume you can only know what feels right through experience. In other words, by writing, it might feel right conceptually. Yeah, I would say that certainly over time, it's a mixture of like a bunch of things, and it definitely comes from experience. I would say like when you learn method and theory from other writers, and you understand what it takes to like make a story. And then as you try to write the story yourself, and when you feel like something isn't working, you question why. Why do I feel this way? How could it work? And then you kind of just take the time to I think logic would probably be your best friend, and it's always like, you know, it's a constant curiosity for your own work, because as you're going through the piece, you should be asking yourself, you know, is this believable? Does this make sense? Would they respond in that way? You know, um, like there's like sometimes where I create these characters that would respond in like, you know, some kind of way, but then like, you know, when I read the whole text as a whole, it doesn't seem to make sense. You know, you're just like, well, you know, these characters are in prison. Why would they respond so friendly to like you know, these characters, unless they're on drugs or something, or you know, very cracked in personality. I would assume that there would be like some sort of suspicion and, you know, like a carefulness, a not willing to believe the person immediately. You know, that type of thing. That it's that logic. All right. So guys, it is 10 o'clock, and that's all I want to. I'll go through a couple things before we start up a raid here. We're gonna be raiding Fantasine, in order to return the favor of you know, raiding us yesterday. You know, should be fun. But before we go into that, if you guys are new here, again, my name is NovelistCrim. This is Writing Company and Motivation, and an accountability stream where we get together and we do some writing to kind of like keep you guys motivated and working through. We usually host this stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So it's a great way to like, you know, kind of keep yourselves like focused, and also give yourself time to like write something, you know, as a group, and then just kind of get your ideas out, and then like on the in-between days, you can like edit some of those stuffs and you know, be a little more confident. It's like a, you know, a flow of writing, edit, writing, edit. That's the way I like to work. Aside from that, if you guys like, I recommend you leave a follow. It's a great way to get notified when we do this type of stuff. It's a, you know, it helps me out, and it's pretty fun. Like, you'll be able to catch these streams live and whenever we're around. Another way to get notified too is to join our Discord by typing in !Discord in chat, and you'll find a link that'll take you to the channel. We have a couple of bits of content in there, like whenever I start up the streams and we have a journal entry that we do, you can actually go to the little side tabs there and check out one of the channels where you can actually read those journals and catch up on like you know, my thought processes, like you know, the daily life of being a writer, as well as like any like writing challenges that I'm facing at the time, and any thoughts that like are going on that could help you. It's also a great way to get in touch with other creatives who are part of this community, and you can also get in touch with me after hours, which is fun. Aside from that, guys, I think that's pretty much it. I'm really enjoy doing this type of stuff. Again, we're going to be trying to do a couple updates with YouTube, and trying to like deliver a little bit more content toward you guys. So we're trying to do a little bit more improvement if we can, and hopefully we can get those highlight streams done like soonish, and then yeah, you'll have something to like kind of look at, and we can start archiving these streams and having a little bit more fun along the way. That way you get like a condensed I guess like a condensed like highlights of what's cool about the stream. So yeah, we're gonna get this raid started, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the love and support. It's really fun doing this type of stuff, so thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Take it easy, and as always, stay passionate.